Marty and Neal Ruhl can give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neal Ruhl, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Yo, this show's been going on for the last 20 minutes, bro.
Has it? Here in studio.
Oh,
Yeah.
We've been getting our shit off a little bit.
We have, no doubt.
Y'all are on fire, man.
Well, Terry, welcome in, Big D Energy, another week here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. That guy, Terry Foster, Detroit sports media legend. Terry, well, that weekend sucked.
It was a weekend of struggle, pain, and agony.
Red Wings won.
Shout out.
Yeah, after they got mollywopped by the Canadians.
You know what? We can only look at the last
Are
thing
they
that
gonna win
happened.
today
Right.
at 2 p.m.? No,
We
probably
got a game
not.
at 2 p.m. today. Yeah.
Nah, I think the Wings look a little better. Just a little bit.
Why are they playing at 2 p.m.? Is it a holiday today or something?
Yeah, it's
Holiday.
Canadian Thanksgiving or something like that.
Holiday. You'd think Michigan lost or something. Holiday. All right, now that's enough.
Tomorrow,
KG
man.
in the building. KG, what's really good?
Me, Neil.
You are?
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I'm trying to be anyway.
You're trying to be.
Trying to be.
Spencer Raxter.
Hello.
Can I get a wellness check just before anything else?
I mean, I'll tell you what. I had a great Saturday. I
Shout out.
really did. I didn't watch a minute of the Michigan State game. Didn't watch a second of the Michigan State
Really?
game. So completely avoided that. Ended up getting laid that night.
Nice.
I had a great Saturday.
You're right.
Obviously, Sunday sucked, but it's not the end of the world. It's a bad loss, but
Spinney had more touchdowns than Michigan State football.
All right, everybody, let's get into it. Let's do it this way, okay? Because I told you guys that we would have the Tigers talk when it was over.
I was called a madman.
Well, it's over. So here's the deal, Spenny. I want where do we want to go at 11:14 for the people? The Tigers thing is going to be a little more spicy.
Yeah, and longer. I think we should do Tigers last, to be honest.
I'll let the people decide. Do you want to talk about the Lions or do you want to talk about the Tigers? Like, that's where it is. Because, and it's up to vote, and Phoenix Stardust. Indiana and USC are legit. Are they? Are they? All right, Terry. While we'll let everybody build up to that and get their thoughts out there, and you guys can go ahead and fire away in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. And look, you want to skip the line, you can use a super chat. People are piling in all there as well. And there's a ton of stuff to get to. If you watched the pregame show yesterday, which, Terry, you did, you were hanging out here after you got done with First to the Whistle. You'll know where I'll be, like with the flags and the penalties and all that kind of stuff. You know where I'll be with that. But, Terry, I do want to start with this. Have you noticed, these big sports weekends that we get in Detroit every so often? You don't get a ton of them like this, certainly, but you get them every now and then, right?
Right. And usually
We get
people
our ass
smiling.
kicked all the time.
Not a few years ago, but now it's brutal. But you know why? I think we have passivity with the sports teams. For instance, Tigers. We're not going to do much at the trade deadline. The Lions are still a very good team. There's nothing to worry about. But didn't get an edge rusher. Didn't get things to... It's the same old stuff, but what you see is we're good. Don't worry about it. And so that's why you have weekends like this. And then Michigan State, let me make a confession. Last week I said, no, you don't fire Jonathan
You
Smith.
slandered me. You
I did?
slandered me when I said that.
Now I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, you do fire him. what was I thinking?
I don't know. I don't know what you were thinking.
I'm going to say this. Crack is a terrible thing to be on, and I was on crack last week.
Cocaine's hell of a drug.
All right, that's fair. That's
the
fair,
pipe
Terry.
going.
Woodward Sports Super Chat. EX27 says, need some advice. My stepson totally crashes out over sports. He exhibits some really off-putting behavior. Any suggestions to get him to chill out? This last weekend, he was insufferable.
Mad Packs.
That's a child.
Yeah,
Depending on his age.
Age reliant. Spenny, you got anything? Your Uncle Spen.
Not really. I mean,
He's
I
gonna
just
grow up
say
to
this.
crash out in the chat.
Hey, yo, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
That's the way it is around here.
yep.
We'll tell him not to be a Michigan State fan, right, Spenny?
Yeah, that definitely doesn't help.
Although you didn't crash out. You
I
went
didn't
the
watch the
opposite
game.
way.
Like I said, didn't watch a second. I knew they were going to lose. Didn't watch it. Glad I didn't. Had a great Saturday.
Shout
Had
out.
fun at Coonan Oktoberfest.
Cringe Shorts in the Super Chat. Neal, can we just piss everybody off and talk more about Detroit City FC's playoff chances? Yeah, it wasn't an optimal result for them either. That wasn't very good. If they get a win or an Indy 11 loss, they are in the playoffs.
Okay.
So they still kind of control their fate. They do have a tough little schedule run. They're at Charleston this weekend.
Yep.
Charleston's kind of locked into their spot.
Oh,
though,
no.
so what do we got?
EX27 Evolution said he's a huge MSU fan who was at the game on Saturday.
Then there's no hope.
Yeah, he's just got to take this one on the chin. Not a great weekend for the kid. Hopefully he'll be back next week.
Spinny, are you out
Out on what?
on the Sparty?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure you all the way out.
I
Shit,
was
basketball
invited.
season
I was
can be
invited to the Spartan game and declined the invitation.
Yeah, I wouldn't go either.
Burn in the Super Chat. I can't believe Penn State actually did it. What's Michigan's excuse? Also, shout out Indiana for figuring out how to play the game.
Hold on, as the once Pete said, D-Mac called it. D-Mac called it.
Yeah, Penn State fired James Franklin.
I'm stunned when I saw a $49 million buyout. And then I was watching this documentary on why college coaches don't get fired. It's because of the contract. It's because of the buyout. And then they fired James Franklin. I am a little bit stunned.
I'm not going to watch another minute of Michigan State football until Jonathan Smith's fired.
You're going on strike?
Yeah.
You need to live stream not watching Michigan State.
Just watching the wall. Michigan State not watch party. I'm just playing solitaire in here.
Not watch party.
Spenny,
That would be pretty
you'll
funny.
become famous.
That
dude.
would be pretty funny. I might do that.
Not watch party.
But Michigan State not
Michigan
watch
State
party.
football live not watch parties.
Just sit in your backyard.
yeah, just drinking beer.
Have a Sun Cruiser or
Yeah.
whatever.
Look- Looking
Right,
at a
talk
blank
some
screen.
anime.
Yeah.
You know?
That would be funny.
The not watch party.
That would be
we
really
should.
funny.
That would do numbers. It's just Spenny.
Yeah.
Not watching Michigan State from
Yeah.
3:30 to 6:30.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. That's genius, actually.
That's hot.
Marketing genius.
Michelle in the super chat. It's enough to make me think of chiseling out the paver I bought at Comerica Park in my grandparents' memory because they were lifelong Tigers fans. Michelle, you need to live stream that.
Yeah.
Here's Michelle chiseling out her grandparents' name on the paver at Comerica Park. Just here, tink, 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 tink.
She should do that on one of those bricks they got out there.
Tink, 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 tink.
Right.
Hammer it away.
Oh,
Hammer
man.
and chisel.
The super chat's on one right now. Oh, Mullen, the super duper chat. I'm less upset about the loss, just more sour about how the game went. I mean, no flags on the Chiefs is just BS. 4-2's nothing to cry about. We move on. Still one of the best in the NFC. Let's go Lions. And Owen, we're gonna go through
This
all
guy's
that.
not falling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it
That's
is
the
not.
spirit.
It's just a tough loss.
That's the spirit.
Yeah,
I like it.
It is, and it's like what we talked about on the pregame show. What I talked about last week. Understand what you're walking into. You're going into Kansas City, and their season is hanging in the balance to some degree.
Yeah.
You knew you were going to get their best effort. Mm-hmm. And they played very, very well.
Especially
And now you
in the second half.
Now you got MVP favorite Baker Mayfield coming into town.
You
And
do?
You got to take care of business.
You got to. And on the flip side of the coin, I think that becomes a spot game for the Lions. Because I didn't want people to crash out, so I wasn't going to make my Caesars pick the Chiefs, but I did, I did really like the Chiefs minus the 2.5. I think you have a spot game in reverse on Monday. The Bucks,
Hopefully Liam's back.
they're rolling and everything like that.
But the injuries.
when do you lose?
If
Typically?
Ibuka doesn't play, like on Monday night, on the road, a team that just got their ass beat, embarrassed.
We saw this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my expectation that they will win that game on Monday night. But Terry, that's a spot game for the Bucks to be walking into.
No, that's their trap game.
Correct.
Big victory. A lot of times you're on top of the world. You're feeling good. You don't quite listen to the coaches because, look, I just kicked somebody's ass, and now I'm on Monday Night Football. I'm on a big high. Lions are going to be a little bit pissed off.
Yeah.
And
Hopefully
there's
Lee McNeil plays. That would
And
be
they're
huge.
home.
yeah. Woodward Sports chat thread. Burn in the super chat. Spenny, the Carolina Panthers dream still alive. They can do it maybe. You have to unbury your berry of burying it.
I just cashed out my Dave Canales Coach of the Year
Damn.
for $9.
Damn.
It went from $5 to $9 after that, so I cashed it out.
Coffee money.
Very Neal Ruhl of you.
Yeah,
very
right,
analytical of you. right
Coffee
there.
money, man.
I do like
Still
it.
got my Hutch DPOY. I still got my Baker Mayfield MVP, so those are looking pretty good.
All right.
Baker will win me like $300 if he wins MVP.
This guy's gonna be rich, man.
I could be.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Michael Weary, we're still going to win the division. All right. The chat poll, man, 52-48. People want to do the Lions first. We'll let it roll for another 2 or 3 minutes.
It's
here.
fresh. That's why the people want to do Lions.
Okay, KG. In the meantime, this is a very valid point in the chat, and I think it's something that we need to talk to someone like you and the teams that you root for have experience with. Joseph Glenn, Terry, your thoughts first. If they suspend Branch, can we defer that until the Vikings game? Terry, can we push it to 2026?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay.
The Michigan rule, right?
You got to talk to Roger, man.
KG, how do we do this? How do we make this work? You tell me.
You can do that in the lawless NCAA. You can't really do that in the NFL. So sorry,
Why not?
guys. I don't know.
Let's create a new rule.
Talk to Roger.
Let's
You don't get to choose?
No, you don't. That's odd.
That's odd. Was I lied to, Spenny? I thought when you get suspended that you get to choose.
Only if
maybe
you block
maybe
him.
if the Lions just get ahead of it and the Lions suspend him, then they can choose. They'll say, yeah, we're going to suspend Brian Branch for the preseason game next year. You don't got to worry about it.
2 preseason games
Two-
really
yeah.
make it sting.
Yeah,
the
really
first
make
2.
it-
Right.
Yeah.
The first 2 preseason games really make it sting. Say, hey, we're taking this very seriously.
We shouldn't decide that, but let Sheila Hamp decide what game he should be suspended.
I would agree. Lupe, don't give up on Branch, guys. He's still our guy. We let J-Mo mature, and now look at him. Oh, Lupe, I don't think anybody's giving up on Brian Branch.
He can't do that shit.
yeah.
Like, it was stupid, but
Emotion, shit.
you
It
saw, the plays that resulted in him crashing out. He did get blindside blocked in the back by Juju pretty hard.
He did get taunted by
Did get
Patrick
taunted by
Mahomes.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Still no excuse for you to crash out like that. But Brian Branch is notoriously a crash out. He's just got to rein it in a little bit.
But
Nobody's giving
if
up
you're
on
going to be an elite team, you need to be above that.
it. Yeah.
You need to be professional.
No, for sure.
Right.
And he is not yet. J-Mo has not been until maybe recently. So maybe that's the next step. They're a good team. They have good players. Maybe now the Lions need to learn how to be professional.
Okay, you guys chose it, so we're going to take the break and we're going to get into it. The Poopy Ishy Lions, 52% of the vote, so that is where we'll go. I'll do the Tigers at noon. At noon. Do not miss it. Do not miss it.
That looks like a threat.
Do not miss it.
That's a threat.
Because I guess they're addressing the media. Scott Harris is going to address the media. And I hope your media brethren, Terry, your media brethren, I hope they just ask the question, bottom line, did you do enough to help this team at the trade deadline?
Clearly.
Did you?
Someone
Did you?
will ask that question. Now, what you want is you want the follow-up because he's going to dance like one of those little monkeys with things. He's going to dance around it, but you got to press him.
Yes, and then say, okay, Scott, I understand that. Then give me an example of how the trade deadline helped this team. Specifically offensively.
I can answer that. Well, we beat Cleveland, and then we had an explosion in Game 3, and so there.
Yeah, he'll use the playoffs. They pitched
Right.
very well against Seattle. Yeah, ain't nobody trying to hear that.
We're going to get there, and I'm angry. I'm fucking pissed.
And
about
now y'all wonder why I came here and crashed out during the playoffs because it can't mask it. It can't mask it.
We'll have the talk at noon. All right, Lions, Chiefs, when we come back, let's get into this. Spencer Raxter's okay, contrary to popular opinion. Stream his live, not watch Michigan State party. Michigan State not watch party going
I
forward.
could just be sitting here playing solitaire at the
Yeah,
desk.
do whatever, just going about your life.
Yeah.
Go to the cider mill,
Smoke weed.
What's up, everybody? Spenmo Rax here. Welcome into the Michigan State not watch party.
Right.
And what are we
I'm
here
returning some
No.
books to the library.
What you should now, what you should do is you should go to a Michigan State tailgate and people say, "Hey, Spinny, the game's about to start." You're like, "That's good. I'm peacing out."
Yeah,
See ya."
just me driving home.
Right. Then you're
What's
in
up,
the car.
everybody?
Yeah.
Spencer Raxter here. I'm not watching Michigan
I
State.
left before the game started to beat traffic.
I left before the game started. Now I'm stuck in traffic. So here I am live streaming. All right, Ben Johnson Law, everybody. Look, justice comes in many different forms, whether it's a settlement, whether it's a verdict. What is justice to you? The result that you need to happen. You need to get Ben Johnson Law on your side. You need to get the fighter. These are legal proceedings that are going to shape the future of your life. Get the fighter. Go to venfights.com. Get the tough, tenacious trial lawyers. Get your justice. Ben Johnson Law.
Can I call him for the Tigers?
No.
What about Art and Jake's?
Art and Jake's, everybody. That's right. The sports bar setting, the fine dining flavor. Think of the best sports bar you've ever been to in your life. Now give it a great menu, give a lot of great drink specials, and a wall, like a media wall with over 80 wall-to-wall televisions. Any game in the world is on there. That is Art and Jake's. Guys, they're the best in the game at this. And here's the other thing. Like when you walk out of there, your bill's going to be lower than your national wing places that talk about, we show sports. We're a sports bar. No, Art and Jake's is the move, everybody. 6 Metro Detroit locations. Follow them on social media at Art and Jake. Scan the QR code on the screen. Find the one nearest you. Guys, I'm telling you, this is the move. Oh, Rib Mondays, by the way. What's today? Monday. Rib Mondays at Art and Jake's. Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Shout out the Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills. I linked my guy Dr. Eric Duncan's YouTube channel in the chat. Go give him a subscription. Go subscribe to his channel. He reviews all of his inventory, and he does numbers. So if you want to know what chair you want before you even step foot, go check out Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, on YouTube. Shout out the Massage Chair House, the largest massage chair showroom in Michigan. My guy, Dr. Eric Duncan's the man. If you need a massage chair, trust me, you do. I sit in that thing twice a day. It's helping my back. It's helping my neck. I'm loose, and I'm ready to go. You can feel the same way. Just get one at Massage Chair House.
All right, here we go, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, Terry Foster, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Knocking on the door of 100,000 subscribers. I was told we get a sweet little plaque, an influencer plaque or something like that.
Yep.
That's the word?
Yeah, you get it. Once you get 1,000 subscribers, or 100,000 subscribers, you get a little silver YouTube plaque.
All right, very
We're
cool.
going to have a little ceremony?
I think we will.
Okay.
We should.
I think we will. Maybe we'll have a press conference. Maybe we'll explain why we didn't add more at the deadline. Maybe we'll do that.
I don't think we had to. No.
I digress. All right, Terry, here we go. Woodward Sports chat thread, Nick P. I wouldn't say the Lions were dominated if they execute in some situational plays. Totally different game. Terry, here's my take. Curious to get your take. You were going to get one of the Chiefs' better efforts of the season, given the stakes of where they are in their season. They did. They played very well.
Amen.
When you play these types of games, this isn't playing the Titans. This isn't playing the Raiders. This isn't playing, the broke dick Vikings or anything like that. This is as tough as a test as there is in this league, and you got the Chiefs' A game in there. With that being said, Terry, the first quarter of that football game was the Detroit Lions. They smashed them in the face, just pushing the ball down the field, and when push came to shove, look, the penalty thing is open to interpretation, I guess, from my understanding of the rule. Jared Goff explained it, I think, very, very well. That's an interpretation thing. I have a problem with when a flag comes, and I'm not hold on. Let me give you the full disclaimer.
Two things can be true.
The penalty flags are not why the Lions lost the game.
Thank you.
They're not. They're not. The Chiefs were better than the Lions yesterday.
Lions play above the rest.
When it came down to it, the Chiefs were better than the Lions. I have no issue saying that. None whatsoever. However, both things can be true. A team that had 13 penalties the week before and averages 8 a game magically had 0. That's kind of weird.
Right.
But anyway, again, you got to fight through it. Terry, I talked about this in the pregame yesterday. I begged the audience. I said, can we promise we won't crash out when there's that flag that happens? And most of the audience was honest with me and said, no, I can't make you that promise. And I said, all right, fair enough. But
How
Terry,
about the flags that don't happen?
you know what you're walking into there. You know what the scenario is going to be. That stuff's going to happen. The bottom line for me, if you want me to explain this game, Amon-Ra St. Brown dropped a pass on 4th down that was probably in the end the most critical play of the game because that is an 18-point swing.
Yeah,
that happened to be, and you just don't recover from that.
He never ever drops.
And he never drops a ball. And I'm not going to be nuclear and say trade Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown has built that equity up, man. And guess what? The next 4th down pass, I want it to 14 every time. If the Super Bowl is on the line. I'll give you the gravity of the situation. If the Super Bowl is on the line and it's 4th and 2 and we go for it, we're throwing it, I demand it to beat Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Goddamn right. Jeff Texas and Golf
It
St.
could be 4th
Brown.
and 9.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Did you see his face on the sideline?
Oh,
he
dude,
was pissed.
100%.
He was
100%. I don't have a problem with Amon-Ra St. Brown. How could you? And if you do, you're an idiot. There are some certain phrases in here that you're going to get called out and you're going to get publicly shamed and mocked. You are.
Fair.
I'm not into that, but you are. If you say dumb shit in here, you will get publicly shamed and mocked.
Yeah.
But that being said, Terry, it came down to that, in my mind, a very ill-timed roughing the passer penalty by Aiden Hutchinson hurt really bad as well. The Chiefs just capitalized every single time.
No, that is true. And often we talk about NFL games being decided by 6 plays or fewer. I thought that game last night, even though Kansas City won 30-17, I think that game was decided by the Jared Goff touchdown.
Of
Nope,
course.
not a touchdown. He moved. He was under center. No, he wasn't center play. St. Brown dropping that pass. And then the Aiden Hutchinson, I don't know what he was thinking. He did rough the passer.
Yeah, he did.
Took 2 full steps.
It was
Could've
just
stopped
late.
easily, but he blasted him.
Yeah, it was just late. You can't hit.
I think those are the 3 plays that created momentum for Kansas City to be the better team yesterday.
I agree.
Because when you know when a team's not getting called for penalties and you know they're going to bring their A game, you can't do stupid stuff.
Things, yeah.
Yeah. Can we also say that the injuries kind of played a part in the secondary? Like,
Yes.
there were times where they were literally targeted. I mean, Mallet literally got targeted as soon as he came in the game.
Yeah, but that's this league, man.
No,
Like,
for
look
sure. I'm
around.
not using it as an
Yeah.
excuse, but the injuries played a part. I think it's safe to say.
I mean, the injuries played a part in tons of teams
for sure,
across
for
the
sure.
league. It's just you got to control what you can't control the ref stuff.
No, you
You
can't.
can control catching the pass. You can control not taking a roughing the passer penalty. You can control those things. You can. And even with the Goff thing, because you're right, it's like everything else. There is not one silver bullet that cost him that game. And there's a buildup to it. It's the Goff penalty into the St. Brown drop, into the Hutch roughing the passer. Like, they overcame the made-up penalty call.
Yeah.
They overcame it because they were still on. It's the 4th down play because if they get that 1st down, the Chiefs never score before halftime because they don't have the ball.
Correct.
Because they don't have the ball. And, like, it's all of those things that stack on top of each other. And in the end, Terry, you have to play near flawless, parlayed with the fact where you have to play from, I don't want to say like an intelligence thing. You can't make self-mistakes.
You can't.
You can't make unforced errors, I guess is what they call it in tennis. You can't make unforced errors, and they did. And when you play Kansas City, When their back is against the wall, that's how fine the line is. The line is a drop fourth down pass. The line is a roughing the passer penalty. You do that, you can't come back from it. You can't.
Right. And they had unforced errors the week before, but you can get away with stuff like that. Like Hutchinson had 3 sacks taken away from him. Now, if you do that against Kansas City, you probably lose by 4 touchdowns because there were so many unforced errors in the previous game, but you can overcome it with a subpar team. Well, Kansas City, with their backs against the wall, and here's the thing we forget. Yeah, Kansas City was 2-3. They lost those 3 games by a combined 12 points against good teams.
Yeah, and Terry, like, that is accurate, and it was one of those spot games. 89 Dr. Funk with the super duper chat in the Woodward Sports
shout out
chat thread. If you want to skip the line, use the super chat. 89 Dr. Funk says, I'm a Michigan fan. After what I saw at USC, more needs to be let go. Wait a minute. He's not improving as a coach, and I don't see improvement. Neal, I hate to say it with all my being, but we are Auburn. 70% of the fan base is not happy with Moore. But I'm confused because I was told there would be no drop-off.
You got it, big dog. You got it all week.
No, you told me that.
It's yours. You got it.
No, but you told me that.
Big dog, it's yours.
Did KG tell us there'd be no drop-off?
He did.
Okay.
In 2020, what, 4 that
Is
was?
KG our friend?
He is.
Then why would he lie to us like that?
I lied to you too, but nobody cares about
it. In 2024. But once again, you got it. Get your shit off this week.
KG, I forgive you for lying to me.
Hey,
You're my friend.
Yeah.
You're my friend.
All that shit you just said, yep.
No, you are. You're my friend, and I forgive you. I understand that you get emotional and stuff like that, and there was no way that Sharon Moore would ever be 10-7 as a
Wait
head
a minute.
coach.
Wait a minute. We're friends?
We're friends.
Wait a minute. Was I lied to?
You're my friend, KG.
Speedy, was I lied to?
Friendly towards
KG, no, see, I understand that you're upset that Sharon Moore's 10-7 as a head coach. That's what he is. That's not.
He is.
That's not me projecting, right?
No,
that's
it's
me
not.
reading that off a screen.
That is.
Okay.
You got it.
So I'm not stirring the pot or being controversial.
It's yours. It's yours.
Okay. Thank you, 89
That's
Dr.
Sean.
Funk. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sean Hart, I can point out multiple times the ref just ignored the ish Kansas City was doing. Sean, so can I. Like Patrick Mahomes taunting.
Yeah.
You know,
Jawan had at least, like, come on, bro. We know the story on him. I'm getting sick of that. That tackle for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Always lining up over the fucking line.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
Terry, interesting little fact, that officiating crew was the same officiating crew that did the Rams-Seahawks game back in, was it 22, when the Lions made their push to try to make the playoffs, and we saw the same kind of things happening in that game. I'm just saying.
Baker Mayfield broke our heart.
Yes, he did.
He's not going to this week, though.
No,
Next
he's
week.
not. No, he's not. Rack, who gobbled more? Woodward Sports. Who gobbled more, the Woodward Sports mystery woman or Chris Collingsworth on Mahomes?
Well, let me tell you. I can't stand that mofo.
Yes.
She's
Owen
a very
Mullen.
nice lady.
As soon as the Goff TD got overturned, the game flipped. It did, Owen, but they got it back. You know what I'm saying?
They're on serve.
They got it back on serve. It was the 4th down drop was the one.
Yeah.
And it's sorry, like I'm not going to sit here and disingenuously get worked up about it. And I'm not going to try to bait you into slandering Amon-Ra St. Brown. If you want that, go to the flagship.
But you can present facts.
Correct.
The fact is, if he catches the ball, which he does, I guess now 99.7% of the time, they keep the drive going.
Yeah.
Kansas City never sees the ball. The Lions score at least 3 points, maybe a touchdown. We don't know, but we just know Kansas City is kept off the board.
Yeah.
And this whole 2-for-1 thing at the end of the first half is null and void.
And I want to ask y'all this because I saw people like debating about it. When you take the run game away from the Lions, you already know that's probably a tough day at the office for them. A lot of people were saying because the game was technically close for a good majority of that game. Do you think they went away from Demo and Gibbs?
No, because they were down 2 scores when you're down 2 scores in the second half,
tough.
everything.
Score fast.
That's what I was
changes.
saying. But some people was like,
And
it wasn't.
every week we go through this. They're like, Well, why do they abandon the run game? Because they're down 2 scores. All right, let's take the break. When we come back, we got more of this. I got some chats I'm certainly going to get to as well. Let's talk about Planet Fitness. We're live at the Planet Fitness studios. I've kind of changed my routine up. I'm starting to go in the afternoon. Today will be like a 5 o'clock-ish trip to Planet Fitness, but that's the way the schedule dictates. So guess what? Planet Fitness is fine, and I'll be going to the one over by my house in Shelby Township. So there you go. There's tons of locations, over 50 of them, as a matter of fact, and Planet Fitness is for everyone. The Black Card Spa, you can recover with the hydro massage, all the amenities going on. You can bring a free guest anytime. It's just $24.99 a month. Guys, you spend $24.99 a month on a lot more dumb stuff than that, and this can help you reach your fitness goals. I'm telling you guys, it takes one step. You just got to walk in the door and get it going. I know from experience, everybody. Go to planetfitness.com or just pull in the parking lot. Planet Fitness, don't pay more money to lift the same weights.
And let me tell you about Wicked Pickle. Now listen, I played pickleball for the first time this weekend. I'm cold at pickleball. It was sweet. I was having so much. I was dogging my boys. So make sure you go out to Wicked Pickle and you can get nice like Spenny. I suck at tennis because I hit the ball too hard and it just goes out of bounds. Pickleball, you can do full swings and that thing's staying in the court. It was a lot of fun. You can have fun too. They've got indoor climate-controlled courts. They've got a lounge with TVs, ping pong, and cold drinks. They can fit any size party. And make sure you check out the APA Michigan Gold Cup November 22nd and the 23rd. Go to pickleballtournaments.com to sign up. It is Wicked Pickle. And mark your calendars, the Woodward Sports Pickleball Party, January 9th. You won't want to miss it. Me and Draper are going to go crazy.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Introducing concierge medicine from Dr. Pierce. No insurance, no problem. Get same-day treatment that includes MRIs, visit with the doctor, telemedicine follow-up, and personalized treatment plans. Fix your pain. Call today or scan the QR code right there on the screen. Dr. Pierce, a doctor for the people.
All right, back at it. Big D Energy. Brutal Michigan sports weekend.
Yeah.
About as bad as it can be. Neal, Ruhl, Terry Foster, KG, Spencer Raxter.
Nobody cares.
What did Spenny say?
The Red Wings won. My bad, Spenny.
The night they got booed off the ice, or no?
That was the week. That was not the weekend. That was on Friday. They won on the weekend.
Friday is technically the weekend.
I don't know. I count the weekend.
Well, they
Saturday,
chased it with a win, so there you go.
Oh, okay.
More wins than anybody else this weekend.
That is true. But yeah, right now Scott Harris is addressing the media, so we got eyes on that. We'll see if there's anything big. I will be having my Tiger State of the Union address at noon.
I'm glad I'm here for that.
Yes. So we will get into that. But we are talking Lions right now. If you want to jump into the Woodward Sports chat thread, please do that. If you want to skip the line, use the super chat, and we appreciate all of you tapping in. Click the subscribe button since you're here. We're pushing 100,000 subs. Mike G, about 89 Dr. Funk and the Sharon Moore thing. I'm frustrated as well as a U of M fan, but Sharon ain't going anywhere. He still has clout based on some big wins last year, and the recruiting is going really well. They got Bryce, the #1 quarterback.
No, I don't think last year works in his favor. I will say with Bryce being here and him kind of being at the helm of that, He probably will get an extra year, but they got to finish with a bowl game. I mean, you can't anything less than that is.
My
he's
understanding,
losing his job.
Sharon Moore didn't bring in Bryce Underwood. The big Michigan people with money.
No,
did.
the money did for sure. But once again, he was the coach at the helm.
It wouldn't matter who the coach was. I'm not giving him a victory for that.
No, but I'm sure, money talks, but he's not going to come over here with a coach he doesn't like either. So there was something there to where
So
he was
then
like,
I don't want to
okay,
hear
I'm cool
about the
with
game
Sharon.
plan then.
So
I don't want to hear about the game plan for a guy that's on pace to have 10 passing touchdowns this year. I don't want to hear it. Generational. Is that
once
generational?
again, he only had 1 year until this year of being a head
Is
coach.
that generational to roll in here and have 10 passing touchdowns for a season?
No, it is not.
Okay, that was my question.
I know. It's just
What?
It's,
Is it Spenny? I can only
No,
go by
it's
what
not.
I'm told.
He's not playing.
I thought
He's
he
not
had
playing.
10 touchdown passes against Central Michigan.
He did not. In fact, he is on pace to have 10 total. Generational.
you can say what you want. He's far from the problem, though.
Well, no, you guys said what you want.
Yeah.
Quote, we've never seen a quarterback like this.
Who said
unquote.
that, Neal? Point out specifics of who said that, please.
Spenny,
Can
we
you
hear
cite
this?
your sources, please?
Spenny, mark me.
I mean, everybody about Michigan was saying that. This is the greatest quarterback Michigan has ever had. He's the greatest prospect that the team's ever seen.
He will break the freshman quarterback records.
Yep.
I don't know who told you that.
Oh,
Once
come
again,
on.
you need to cite who you listening to. He'll break all the freshman QB
My
records.
pal over here
Who
did not
told you
say that.
Who
Let's
told
give him
you that?
credit for that.
I said he was going to break all the freshman QB records.
No, I said you did not
All
say
right.
that.
Okay.
Hey,
cool.
we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah,
we're talking.
please. I don't get the energy today. I don't. Please.
We're talking Lions Chiefs right now. Galloping Lake. The good news is McNeil's coming back next Monday night. I have not heard that. I cannot confirm that.
That's not confirmed.
Hopefully.
Yes. But yeah, we're talking about the Lions and the Chiefs game. I'll tell you this, because I'm not, I don't have anything controversial to say or any hot takes about the game and stuff like that. Two good teams played, two of the better teams in the NFL, probably two of the top 5-6 teams in the NFL played yesterday, and the Chiefs won at home, and the Lions did not execute the facets they needed to. I will say this, Terry. If you want to pin me down on one thing that I did hate yesterday, I hated that they finally won a coin toss, and then they took the ball. When you take the ball, when you win the coin toss in the NFL, and you're playing the Chiefs, especially in Kansas City.
Gotta score a touchdown.
Terry, I've said this. If you go back, the New England Patriots were first on this, where they really got new age. Nobody in the history of football is better at the end of the second quarter, beginning of the third quarter than the New England Patriots were. And I still think that people don't understand this. If you are up 14-10 at the 2-minute warning of the second quarter, and you're getting the ball, if you prevent the other team from scoring, you have a huge mathematical advantage, and you're going to win about 2/3 of your games, no matter what, because you're getting the ball with a lead. You're lucky to get the ball twice in the third quarter in the NFL. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Especially if the other team is getting it. I think that, Terry, it should almost be an auto defer. Auto defer. If you win the coin toss, almost an auto defer. I think it's critical to have the ball to start the second half.
I
Critical.
think 95% of teams do that. I understand what Dan Campbell's thinking is. I don't agree with it, but his whole thing is, we're going to shove this ball down your throat. We're going to have a 7-0 lead after we get the ball first because my offense is so good. So you're going to have to play catch up the rest of the first half. Screw getting the ball first in the second half. That's his mentality. But when you screw up the Jared Goff touchdown, no touchdown thing, that's all out the window.
Yeah.
And they settle for a field goal. And when you kick field goals, guess what? You lose games.
Yeah.
Darrell, I get it, Neal. I understood the logic, though. I didn't.
Well, you need your defense to kind of show up if you're going to play that game, and they just weren't able to get stops, especially in the second half.
I'm with you 100%, Neal. You got to defer. You have to defer every time, like every single time. You getting the ball to start the half is so important, especially with like being on the road and having that possession and setting the tone coming out of halftime. I was extremely surprised that they won the toss and elected to receive. That was strange to me.
It's just like, Terry, you can be down double digits at halftime. If you're getting that ball, it's no sweat. It's a score and a stop, and that's
Even
it.
if you up, it works.
And
in your
if you're
favor.
up, you can seize control of the game.
Yeah, it works.
Maybe
it's had to
nerdy.
be something to where maybe
But,
Johnny Mo in the offense
gentlemen,
requested the ball
if
first.
you score that first touchdown and take 10 minutes off the clock, then that means Kansas City only has a total.
3 possessions probably.
Right.
That is true.
So you can control that game by getting the ball first, scoring, and not screwing up.
And Terry, like I said, that's why I'm not going to sit here and freak out about it because it did work.
it worked.
It worked.
It worked. They scored a touchdown. I saw it.
Yeah.
We stood there for a complete minute.
Once again,
a complete minute
With a
after they
touchdown on
scored.
the board.
With a touchdown.
Right.
Did they throw the flag? I can't remember. Did they throw the flag during the commercial or before they went to commercial?
before they went
did,
to commercial,
okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. Like, they stood there. The touchdown was on the board for a full – I've never seen that
Yeah,
before.
they took forever, man.
A
That shit-
full minute that touchdown was on the board.
I thought they threw it after the third commercial.
I swear.
Seemed late.
Yeah.
But once again, execution, not being there on defense kind of cost you. If you're going to play that game, you got to have the execution on defense.
Just a fan, I think, likes the thumbnail. I like the refs' new alt jerseys, by the way, with the Kansas City logo. That is. Woodward Sports, Tribe, goofy-ass Neal, same one who said the Lions by 30 over the Commanders in the playoff game. Show me the tape of where I said they would win that game by 30 points. The only time playoff games are decided by 30 points was the next week when the Commanders played the Eagles.
Yeah.
No, the only time they're decided by 30 points is in college football first round.
Yeah. Yes.
Other than that, no.
Yes, that is true. Arf, that TD callback is such BS. This league is corrupt. No, 100%. Like, I've looked at the tape of the play. I still don't see where, quote, Jared Goff was, quote, under center. I still don't see it. And Goff, like, I do love kind of smart-ass Goff.
Yeah, Goff gave it to you straight.
Yeah, I do love smart-ass Goff. He's like, I thought that I did essentially he said.
He sounded like you talking
could
about Michigan.
Yeah, like I thought that you could tell. I mean, show me where I was under center. Like,
Yeah.
when was I under center?
I've never seen that. Literally, he said
It
that.
was
Like,
not, and the other thing, on a penalty, it should give you an advantage some way, somehow. How does this give you an advantage? Whether he stopped or didn't stop or whatever.
I know, because you can't move towards the line of scrimmage. So, like, I don't get
But
it
he didn't
either,
do
Terry.
that.
Yeah, and it's just for something that's open to such interpretation to take over a minute.
Yeah.
To sit there and
they reached into the pocket for that one. They did.
Yes, they did. Like, I'm with
sorry,
you.
that was
I'm
some
with you
bullshit.
guys. But you guys, again, here's the overriding message before we get to the break. You know where you are.
Yeah.
You know who you're playing.
Act accordingly.
You know what goes on. Take it out of their hands.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. That's part of it.
And the Lions normally do.
They normally do. They just didn't that time. Tell us about Les Stanford.
Les Stanford, Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC. Shout out to my guy Goran. He'll get you into the car of your dreams. Go to lesstanford.com. They got deals that can fit every budget, and they'll make sure you're riding clean. Les Stanford, Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC. lesstanford.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards!
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more.
Exact thing.
Neal Ruhl here for Sun Cruiser.
man.
After we start talking about this Scott Harris presser, I'm going to need about 18 Sun Cruisers
that's a
here
fact.
today. They're a proud partner of the
Sheesh.
Detroit Lions. Real iced tea, real vodka. The bottom line is they're just really damn good. A lot of you have been trying it. You send me DMs on social media. Tigers fans. One of those games in Cleveland, you guys sent in a photo of having the big tall boy Sun Cruiser, so we appreciate you. And the bottom line, guys, is if I'm using something in real life, man, I tell you I am. And Sun Cruisers, I am. And they've worked their way as a part of my weekends, football weekend, tailgating, couch gating, watch gating, whatever it is you're doing. Spenny's going to drink them for his not watch party for Michigan State. He's going to be doing that. So, again, Sun Cruiser, real iced tea, real vodka. Just go to your local grocery store, get a 4-pack and try it. Just do it. You'll thank me later. Sun Cruiser. All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Terry Foster, KG, Spencer Raxter. The quotes are coming out from the Scott Harris presser. At noon, we're getting into it. At noon, I am.
You finna cut the shit, I already know.
And according to Brad Galley, my boy, Brad,
shout out.
Planet Fitness member, by the way, Brad Galley.
No, shout out.
Works out the one here in Troy with me. Quote, Scott Harris. There's a quote. By taking a 30,000-foot view, you cannot look at this season other than a massive step forward. Oh,
I mean, I could have if you kept the Central League.
You literally did.
What?
It was the same exact thing as last year. You still didn't win the playoffs. You still lost in Game 5 of you still didn't win the division. You still lost in Game 5 of the ALDS. It was the same exact thing as last year.
Worse.
Except you had 6 All-Stars.
It was worse if you ask me, Neal.
Because you didn't get the guys any help.
Yeah,
we'll get
it
there.
was worse. It was worse.
Terrible.
No, I was called a madman.
There's one word for this. It's called propaganda, and that's this is not a press conference. It's a marketing.
Yes.
It's a marketing.
It's an ass
PR
session. Yeah.
It's an ass covering, is what it is.
Okay.
But now somebody needs to ask the follow-up question. Well, you pretty much did this year what you did last year. You had an opportunity to move a step forward and didn't do it. So how's this a step forward?
No, I was told I was out. So it was as simple as are you in and are you out. So apparently I was out.
You are. You said it. You said you were out.
Yeah.
So we're going to get there. That's coming up in about 15 minutes. But we are rapping about the Lions and the Chiefs game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Girk in the chat. He's giving you some credit, T-Foss. And this was something you said on First to the Wussel. Someone's there. Wussel. All right. I'm going to start saying it that way.
Right,
First to the Wussel.
All right, Charles Barkley.
All right, Woodward Sports chat thread.
That's terrible.
He said, T-Foss said, get ready for a flag that makes no sense. Terry, we did our best.
Correct.
We did our best.
I've seen this movie before. And, see, I don't think the NFL is in the business now of screwing the Lions. But for this one game, they're in the business of making sure Kansas City doesn't disappear.
Yeah. You want to keep
Very
Mahomes
important.
in the hunt.
Plus, you got to get Taylor Swift on for the playoffs. You got to get more Swifty. We haven't seen much of her. We saw her a couple times last night.
Yeah.
Michael in the chat. Neal, do you feel the delay of game penalty hurt them after the first flag, I would assume, made them go for the field goal? No, I think that they were, to quote KG, I think they were getting their shit off to the refs.
Yeah, pretty much. Golf talked to the ref the whole time the play clock was dwindling down. They were always going to take the field goal. They just wanted to get their shit off.
You're 100%. I legit think that. And I was thinking that like while they were doing it. I was like, man, he's going to use this. He's going to die on the hill for a flag about it.
Yeah. Man.
Sometimes it's worth taking a flag if you can cuss somebody out.
Yeah.
Just get it off your chest.
You've never seen Golf talk to the ref that long. Like, literally.
All right, we do need to talk about the Brian Branch thing in the post game. And Terry, look, does Brian Branch have a point? Yes.
Absolutely.
Did Brian Branch get taunted by Patrick Mahomes? Yes. Did he get unnecessarily, and like, look, Spenny, I'll lean on you. I don't know the Juju Smith-Schuster crackback block.
Yeah, that was an illegal block.
Yeah, like because he was still like inside like the offensive line box, right?
Yeah, but you're still not allowed to hit somebody from the back like that. Like he blocked him in the back.
Yeah, which my understanding is a legal play depending upon the location of where you're at on the field, and he was still in an illegal place to be crackback.
Yeah.
That was my understanding of it. By the way, like NFL rules, like clean some of your shit up, man. Like Make it easily understandable for everyone. But then again, I guess you can't go off the board with
No,
the
you don't
flag if
want
everybody
to do
understands
that.
it. Yeah.
Of course.
You don't want to do that because then you can slant it a little bit for this team, slant it a little bit for the other team, and then when nobody understands what's going on, you just throw your hands up and say, hey, that's the way it is.
Oh, no, Terry, they'll send Mike Pereira up there to look like a clown for 30 seconds, to try to explain it to us when he don't have an explanation either.
The rules official is like a human shield now.
No, for real. I can't stand that shit.
Like the GM in sports is a human shield for the owner. Like the owner just takes the GM and throws him to the Wolves.
Right.
Throws him to the Lions. That's what the TV broadcast does. Like Mike Pereira gets thrown into the lion pit every single time. Burn in the super chat. I'm proud of this fan base. We reacted and acted crazy immediately after. Then the Lions fans have been mature about it for the most part. Terry, Burn brings up a good point. And I saw somebody earlier talk about the fact like all of this is just an appetizer and the playoffs are the dinner, which has been my point this whole year. But Terry, I think we did take a step as a fan base. Or no?
Yeah, no, I will agree because after every Lion loss the last 2 years, there was this huge freak out. I don't see the freak out today. Yeah, you're mad. Yeah, there's some things you thought the Lions got screwed on or the Lions screwed themselves, but there's not this, oh my God, this is the end and they can't make the playoffs. They can't make a playoff. We're not hearing any of that today. So there is a lot of maturity that's going on because people have learned a loss doesn't mean the end of the world.
No, I think that Ravens game kind of added to that too. That helped out because if they had lost that Ravens game and this game, then you get into people jumping off the bridge again.
Right.
But that kind of showed you like they're capable.
Yeah, and that's my other favorite. The one thing the fans are doing, like, well, the Ravens game, you see that's losing a lot of its shine.
No,
well,
it's not.
no, like Lamar played that game.
Yeah, he did.
Played well.
Yeah.
And got sacked 7 times. Bam Bam in the super duper chat. Love my team, but coach knows grit alone won't override constant drawn out injuries in our secondary when it comes to dominating elite teams like we're actually capable of accomplishing if we are healthy. But getting back to the Brian Branch thing, Terry, you just look, he's right. He's right. But you can't do that, man. You can't. I don't think in the end he's going to get suspended. Like it didn't, when I watched the replay, it didn't like look as bad as I thought it looked in real time. And that's what they go by. They look back at it.
Yeah, they called it a punch at first. It wasn't a punch. It was a hit.
A smack.
Yeah.
Not closed fist at all.
Yeah. So, but again, Terry, you just can't do it. You can't do it. And I thought Dan Campbell did a very good job of going to the mic and saying, I love Brian Branch, but you can't act like that. You can't do that. I think that's going to play a part too in him not getting suspended. Like there was contrition with it. Brian Branch did the right thing, said, hey, I acted childish. And that
you
Terry,
saw the emotion in the post game.
Yeah.
Like you can see him have the realization in real time, like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have did that. But he's an emotional player. I don't want him to take that fire away at all because that's what makes him Brian Branch. But in this instance, you can't do stuff like that, especially with the track record
none
that
of
you
that
have.
matters. He should be suspended, and he will. The reason is you don't want this to continue. You don't want the next guy to do it or the guy after that. So this on national TV, maybe if it was a 1 o'clock game on Sunday, maybe they let it slide. But this is on national TV. Everybody saw it. He's getting suspended, and he should.
Yeah, it's just you can't have that. You can't put yourself at risk, especially given the state of the secondary right now. Can you imagine if he does get suspended?
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Yeah, that's why I would just rather defer it to next year.
But T-Var, you really feel like he deserved? Like, I get it, he was wrong.
Yes.
I don't think that warrants a one-game suspension, though.
That
we've seen way worse than that after
You
games.
can't attack somebody after a game like that, dude. You're gonna get suspended, and he should be suspended. And it's
No, Spenny, don't get me wrong. Like if he does, I'm not going to crash out about it.
No,
you put yourself in that spot.
Yeah.
But if he does,
did.
it's purely off of his track record. Like seriously.
Well,
I mean,
you
that doesn't
put
help.
yourself in that spot.
and
for sure.
he has a history of doing stupid stuff.
No, for sure.
So they take that into consideration. Maybe if this was somebody who had never done anything, been in the league for 5 or 6 years, maybe they'd excuse it. But Brian Branch, we love him.
No,
we love
for
him
sure.
too. But
I'm
he's
not
a
saying
hothead.
don't punish him, but to me, a 1-game suspension
No, but
is
you
a
just
bit
said,
much.
"Gee, Voss, you think they're really going to suspend him for a game?" Hell yeah.
No, I just
And they
wanted to
should.
you feel that's the right call. I just
It's
don't.
the right call.
Yeah, I don't
Find 'em
think
all-
they will.
find
Yeah,
'em
I don't
everything
think they
you-
will. But if they do, I'm not going to sit here
No,
and cry about
yeah, I
it
ain't
because
gonna-
he put himself
He did.
in that spot.
Flat
and
out.
you just can't do that, especially like given the and like look, I am the one, Terry, that stands up here and says, I don't think people understand football players. The mental place that they have to go when they step between those lines. That isn't real life out there. The place that they have to go emotionally, physically, all of it. We have no concept of what that is to step across those lines. And that will take a toll on you as a person, all of it. But when it's over, Terry, especially when it's over, man, you got to shut it off, dude.
You do.
Given the scenario of the secondary where they are health-wise, you cannot afford to have the hottest quarterback in the league rolling into town on Monday night and have Brian Branch suspended.
Right.
So therefore, I suggest that the Lions go to them and say, we should push this suspension back to 2026.
I'm with you. And reference, hey, which is what the Michigan Wolverines
Yeah,
did.
you can make it even a game in Europe, right? Just like Michigan did.
Once again, you talking about the lawless NCAA. You can get away with that. So
Just choose your own suspension.
yeah,
That's what I would do. Woodward Sports chat thread.
sound mad to me.
Joseph Roberts, Hutch can't whine about double teams. No, they had a backup working against Hutch, and that man held his own.
Yep.
Yeah,
He did, man.
He did.
That man held his own.
Lions fell apart in the second half.
Yeah.
They looked like a completely different team. First half, they looked good. They were moving the ball. They were running the ball. Defense was fine. Second half, they just fell apart.
And I would almost argue, because Dan Campbell seemed really accepting of it all in the post game, even during the interviews, all of it. And I think that Dan Campbell was upset, Spenny. I think they cracked a little bit mentally.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that? Because of and maybe the penalty stuff, the crack back blocks, all of it. And you saw it with Brian Branch. Cracked a little bit mentally. And it's like you are going to Kansas City, all of it. No penalties for a team that averages almost 8 penalties per game. I understand it. I do. But the Brian Branch thing, man. The bottom line is, I don't think he'll get suspended. Do you think he'll get suspended, KG?
no, I don't think so.
You think he will, Spenny?
Yes.
You think he will, Terry?
Yes, sir.
But the moral of the story is, if he does, I'm not going to crash out about it.
Yeah.
His fate is in somebody else's hands because
of what
of
he
his
did.
doing.
Yeah,
That's right.
I agree.
And in football, don't they always catch the second guy that does stuff? Let's say Schuster did something to him. Let's say Patrick Mahomes did taunt him.
Yeah.
But they always get the guy who retaliates.
that
last.
reacts. Yeah, it's just part of the game. And Grim, I think you misread me, bro. I wasn't taking it there. So shout out to Grim though.
The Dr. Muffin, Skip did well too. No, he did. Dan
No,
Skipper,
he did.
you know.
He looked better than Manu last
Why
week
was
for
he
sure.
released?
Who, Skip?
Yeah.
I think it was just one of them things they had to make room for the roster or whatever. It was some Lion stuff to keep him around.
Yeah, I
essentially,
guess.
so.
Because I thought if Decker ever went down, Skipper was going to have to be the one that stepped in.
Yeah.
Clem Vinson, that's a legit beef. It's not cracking. No, when you act on it, that's cracking.
No, absolutely.
Like, I don't know what else to tell you, man. When you act on it, you can't do that. Jeff Reviews, they went at our linebackers in coverage, and we didn't change anything. We continue to run 3 linebackers. Yeah, I mean, their screen game kind of ate us up, man. Like, but that's what the Chiefs are now, though.
Mm-hmm.
They don't spin.
But the other option would be to put in a nickel back, but you didn't have one because everybody was injured.
Yes. That guy, Matt, with the
Damn,
super duper
shout
chat.
out.
I stand with Branch and the rest of the league, and players are going to start doing the same to Kansas City because of what they get away with gets handed to them with the officiating going back to even last year.
That's what happened when you the king, man. You can do that.
Yeah, that's true, man. People saying
As we're you talking about the breaking news?
no.
Oh.
Question about why was Skipper playing?
Who else did you have? Manu was hurt.
Has this whole run here, has this readjusted the way we think about Taylor Decker?
No, for sure. I never thought of him. I knew how important he was, but yes, for some people, yes.
It should be, because last week you couldn't go to JMO because Taylor Decker wasn't there because you didn't have enough time to create, pass routes for him, and then you're compromised without him in there. All of a sudden, when he's in there, you don't get as much pressure in the pocket. So there must be something going on with him. But let's look at the history of Detroit Lion fans. Detroit Lion fans are always on the starting quarterback, and they always dog the starting left tackle. Don't know why, but that's the way it is.
Sick argument. I don't think anybody cracked. It's an intense rivalry. A matchup required a lot of things to go right. 2 or 3 didn't. Literally, end of story. Move on to the next game. Intense game. Emotions happen. Sick argument. What if next game happens without Brian Branch?
Right.
Would that be
wrong
cracking?
is wrong. What's wrong is wrong.
Yeah, that's it. Michael Weary, people, Zadarius Smith didn't retire. Stop it.
No, as reported by Ian Rappaport, Zadarius Smith is retired from the Philadelphia Eagles.
He is retiring.
That is real.
This guy, dude. Hey, we fell for it.
We did.
We did.
You got us. You got me now. You got me now.
Yeah.
Everybody takes a turn falling for the. You know what Zadarius Smith is? Zadarius Smith is basically the Zeke Elliott in the fantasy football draft.
God.
It's going to be different with you when you draft him. Zeke Elliott got drafted in fantasy football for the last 5 years of his career, and people were like, he'll be back.
Yeah, right. Okay. Hey, I appreciate his service as a Lion, but things happen, man. So shout out to him.
And we were all like, hey, Zadarius, we know you want to get him. Go get him, buddy. Go get him, buddy. And Zadarius is like, nah, I'm good.
Mark, so the Eagles got to pay him. I don't know what the retirement wording is in his contract.
His contract was small as shit.
I'll have to see. I'll have to see. Should we bring Zadarius back? Come on, everybody.
Right, call him out of retirement.
Spenny, heavyweights today. They'll break down, bring him back, Zadarius Smith.
Maybe.
Spenny, are you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm fighting with my boys in the group chat. One of them's defending Scott Harris, and I'm just I just had like 4 paragraphs.
Okay. When we come back,
I got audio. Easy told me to grab it. Don't know what it is, but we'll just do the audio and then start talking.
Why do you
Tigers.
do this to me?
I don't know. He told me.
I'm looking forward.
It's not you, Spenny.
Yeah.
It's the man giving it to you.
He told me that I should grab this one. So Easy clipped it from the press conference today.
Let's go, man. I'm
okay,
you
guys.
Know I'm being ready.
It's time. I promised this for a while. It was never the right time until it was over.
They fucking killed me.
Well, it's over. Now it's time to talk.
The talk was always there.
God, getting goosebumps on my arm. Guys, you don't want to miss this.
It's time, bro. It's time to vent, bro.
It is time.
Woodward
No,
therapy.
I don't want to miss it.
Okay.
That's why I'm not going anywhere.
Tell them about BlackRock.
Let me tell you about BlackRock. Listen, go to BlackRockRestaurants.com to find a store near you. You can get $19.99 steak and lobster. $20 for steak and lobster tail. Limited time only, though, so make sure you get in while you can. And you can try Braylon's meat. It's on the menu. 22-ounce New York strip. Trust me, it's delicious. Go to BlackRockRestaurants.com to find a location near you. It's BlackRock.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Looking for your daily sports fix? Look no further. Join Braylon Edwards, the University of Michigan legend.
Lofting it right corner of the end zone for Braylon, up in the air. Touchdown, Michigan!
And Shep.
Do you believe this comeback?
Your favorite sports commentator as they tackle the hottest topics in the world of sports. Catch the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, Monday through Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network. Get ready to laugh, learn, and love sports like never before. No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, Why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won.
Tully, everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Neal Ruhl here for Jack's Car Wash. I can get you a free Jack's Car Wash. Text WSN to 888-522-1729. It's free, like Charlie Morton. It's absolutely free. You get a free Jack's Car Wash by sending the text. There's 40 Jack's Car Wash locations. They all have free vacuums, free compressed air, free mat cleaning rooms. There's 8 Jack's full-service locations, and every single car wash comes with their signature hand towel drying service. Go to jackscarwash.com. Check out the subscription packages. If you wash your car twice a month, you should be getting the subscription package, everybody. I'm just telling you, jackscarwash.com.
Do I regret not pulling the trigger on the deals that we had access to at the deadline? I don't. And I'll tell you why. I think I'm even more confident now than I was then that the deals that we had access to that we passed on would have frustrated our fans more than not doing the deals. It's really tough in my job right now because I can't share the exact deals for obvious reasons, but I can share some details that hopefully are pretty illuminating. I would tell you that the players that were most closely connected to us via the media would have cost either a player on our postseason roster plus additional pieces or one of our top prospects plus additional pieces. In some cases, with those deals that were most closely connected to us, those players that were most closely connected to us, those players, some of them didn't perform at all down the stretch, would have been a free agent in 2 months, and would have cost a player on our postseason roster that actually performed better than the player we acquired and was controllable in the future. So think about that for a second. We could have acquired a player who was going to be a pending free agent on the day of the deadline. We probably would have gotten an A on the trade grades on the day of the deadline and probably would have gotten plenty of praise in the coverage, only to see that player not perform well down the stretch and the player we traded perform better than that player this year and be controllable in the future. I don't regret those deals at all.
All right, back at it. Hour number 2, Big D Energy. Neal Ruhl, Terry Foster, Detroit sports media legend, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you. Scott Harris addressed the media today with AJ Hinch. Credit to Easy, by the way, for getting the cuts and sending them in heavyweights today, 5 to 7. All right, Terry.
Shout out.
We waited for this. We're going through the break, Spenny. We'll be doubling up the next break just so everybody knows what's going on. Do you want to give your reaction to that? And then I'm calling for the ball after that. Balls.
Yeah, I would like to say it's bullshetta. Here's what Scott Harris needs to do now. He has friends in the media. He needs to leak. He said he can't talk about what the deals were, but he needs to leak it to some of the writers and let them know this is what specifically. And then, if it's a source's story that they could have traded for somebody, but it would have cost them this, it's going to make him look better. So you can see concrete what they would have had to give up to get what player. So now he needs to, say goodbye to the media, and then he needs to call his boys together in the meeting and say, okay, specifically, I'm only giving this to you, wink, wink, but here's what the trade scenarios were. And would you have done that? Probably not, but this is what I was faced with. That's his next step.
And you give the timeline. That's years of experience in this game. You've been on the end of those phone calls.
Right.
So you know exactly, intimately, what they're talking about. Okay, that's fine. Whatever he's talking. My guess is he's talking about Suarez.
Oh, yeah.
Eugenio Suarez, who, as bad as he was, as lost as he was in that Game 5, did have a home run in that series.
Mm-hmm. In a game that you lost, I believe.
In a game that you lost. So that's whatever. I don't care about that. Here's what I do care about, Terry, because the bottom line is this. You have Tarek Skubal, the back-to-back, soon-to-be back-to-back Cy Young winning pitcher. You have Tarek Skubal, the best pitcher in baseball. True? True. You have A.J. Hinch, in my mind, the best manager in baseball, widely considered one of the best managers in baseball. True?
True.
Okay. You gave him no help. None whatsoever. Tarek Skubal went out there, he delivered. A.J. Hinch went out there, he delivered. You did not deliver. And don't just crumble this up and say, oh, well, it would have cost us a prospect we wouldn't have been comfortable with parting with. But if you want to sit there and tell me that you just take for granted these shots in the playoffs, and look, last year was fun, right? It was organic. It was fun. We shouldn't have been there. We got in there. But then guess what? We were 9 innings from the ALCS. And the owner said, he looked in the camera and said, when the time's right, I'll spend. Remember that? Yeah. I have the screenshot of it.
No, yeah,
I've kept
Sky
the
Harris
screenshot
did that.
of it. He said, when the time is right, I'll spend. If the time isn't right, after you're 9 innings away from the ALCS, then the time's never right. It will never be right. So that's odd. I was told when the time is right, we're going to spend. They didn't spend.
What did
was
they
I
chase
lied
that
to?
offseason with?
What was I lied to? And okay, you didn't. Well, they tried really hard for Bregman. Okay, cool. Guess what? The Red Sox gave him $12 million more a year. That's what they did. And I'm not even talking about the Bregman thing. I'm talking about the philosophy. The philosophy of Skubal's out there giving you everything he has. You don't go help the man. Our 2 through 5 hitters go 0 for $1 million in a Game 5. And you knew that was always going to be the problem. You knew it, and we didn't do anything about it. The time is right, we'll spend. It wasn't just the offseason, guys. It was a trade deadline, too. When you had the best record in baseball, one of the best records in baseball. Is that the time to spend then? Is that it? They didn't help these guys. They didn't. And they took an opportunity, Terry. Do we think that Skubal's going to be here long term? No. Then you got 3 cracks at this with Skubal, and you pissed away one of them. You pissed it away. You didn't go all in. You didn't do everything you could do. As a matter of fact, in retrospect, you didn't do anything at all.
They didn't care.
Okay.
That's what Terry, and I won't get past it. I don't care. You threw away a year of a Cy Young winner. You threw it away. Look, guys, the Mariners, they were there for the taking. You were in the 15th inning of a Game 5, a winner-take-all Game 5, where your starting pitcher set a record for the most consecutive strikeouts in a winner-take-all game. He set a record. You didn't help the man. You didn't. I'll never get past this. Never. Because how many looks do you have with Skubal? How many? One more?
Yeah.
You know what? You're really, really, really a cute little guy. That you're so wound up about this. This is always going to be the case. When Chris Illich said last year, when it's time to spend, I'm going to spend. No, he's not. This guy is a skinflint. And he pulled the wool over everybody's eyes in this town when he tried to sign Bregman. I sincerely think he wanted to sign Bregman. But that was just to replace the Miggy contract that he was already on the hook for years past.
You didn't do what it took.
Nah,
you didn't do what it took.
But here, listen to me. Here's how you got taken. Because then people say, well, Chris Illich is willing to spend. Bullshitter. He was not. He was willing to move that payroll from 18 to 14. Whoop-de-doo.
I don't get how if you know you're not going to sign him long term, if you know you're not, then how do you just piss away a year of him winning the Cy Young?
They don't care. Actions speak louder than words. They chose club seating and Gleyber Torres for your offseason. That's what they chased.
And Alex Cobb.
And Alex Cobb.
And I'm not Gleyber Torres was great for us.
Yes, he was.
He was great.
But
he's
that
the guy,
was your only move.
He's the guy that if the at bat and everything were on the line, him and Kerry Carpenter, that would be it.
Him and Tommy Kahnle were your only offseason
I'm not
additions.
even mad about the Tommy Kahnle
because
thing.
Alex Cobb didn't play a game for this team. Barely had a rehab start for this team.
I don't understand.
You made 2 moves.
I don't understand when in March, when we did the show and we talked about it, and what did I say, KG? When the Tigers lose, it's always there's going to be a consistent way that it looks. 8 out of 10
because we've been watching it for 2 years.
Because we see it, we knew, they knew, and Terry, they did nothing to help the best pitcher in baseball. And stop with the stupid, the best pitcher in baseball would have went 8 innings.
I don't
Stop
care.
with that. Stop. He's the best pitcher in the game, and you got him for one more season, maybe. Maybe if you don't move him. And guess what? And I'll ask you this, okay? And who was it? The best pitcher in baseball? Dilemma Al-Zoot. Best pitcher in the baseball would have went 8 innings. Okay, so move Skubal then, right? Get rid of him. Don't sign him. Trade him.
That's what's going to happen.
Is that what you're saying? Good luck. Good luck.
The playoff game is irrelevant at this point. Anybody that was watching that game, and once it got into 15 innings, I understand the fan side, but you cannot tell me that you think they had the horses to finish that job. You knew what the fuck it was. But once again, this team was just not good enough from the jump. They gave us fool's gold with the AL Central lead and being the best team in baseball.
Here's KG.
But when it mattered, they were not good enough.
KG. But here's the thing. They were good enough. They were good enough. And you could have put them over the top.
To scrape into the playoffs?
There they were in the 15th inning of Game 5 to get to the ALCS. Like, hey, KG, they were there.
And they were up 14 games.
They were there, Terry. They were in the position, right?
Nothing
you could have
changed
put them
from last year.
I know, but you could have put them over the top.
You could
and you
have.
chose not to.
You could have.
And I'll never forget that.
You could have
never.
did it in the offseason. Fuck the trade
Never.
deadline. You could have did it in the offseason.
Hey, look, I get that you don't want. Again, I'm giving it to you. I get you don't want to commit long term to something. I get that. I do. But at the trade deadline, it's right there. It's right there.
You gotta commit to something. I'm glad you said that because it does seem non-committal. But you got to start committing to something because he's about to walk out the door for free, and you keep talking about the kids. We don't know what the hell the kids going to look like, nor will they come up. Will they just be Major League All-Stars? Nobody's expecting that.
Max Clark isn't helping you next year, maybe the year after. He's not helping. And I'm not saying trade Max Clark. You don't have to. Look at the prices that were paid. We talked about Eugenio Suarez, what Seattle traded their number 9 prospect.
Big whoop. Bursenio by.
Yeah, why is it that everybody else could trade away their 9, 10, 11 prospect, but the Tigers they're being asked to give up really competitive, really good prospects? Or that's what they're telling us.
That's the one
But I go for this. There's no urgency with this team.
How can there not be, Terry?
Because the fans put up with this shit. That's why. If you don't make demands,
no, Terry,
like,
I'm not putting anything on the fans at all. And
no,
people are
Chris
talking in
Illich
here.
don't care.
No, people are saying, "Well, you got to stop buying tickets." I'm never going to say that. Compete.
Yes.
Compete. Want to win. Do you want to win?
What?
Do you want to compete?
They don't.
No.
That's got nothing to do with the fans.
They want to run it like a business.
Nothing. Compete.
They want to run it like a business, bro.
Then why own the team?
Because you make money.
Okay.
A lot of
You
it.
get fools to come out to the ballpark and fill it
Club
when you're
seats.
halfway decent.
That's why you got your club
The Tigers
seats.
don't have to be good. They have to just be decent for the people to come out and be all excited about it. This is not New York or Philadelphia or whatever. The Tigers just get away with murder.
What do you got, Spenny? Sorry, we cut you off there.
No.
Oh, I thought you had something.
No.
Terry, I don't want to hear this isn't New York or Philadelphia. I don't want to hear the fans are in the wrong.
They don't have to be. Yeah.
Want to win. How can you not want to win? How? Especially when you're right there. Like, look, if we were the Pirates, I would get it.
You're right.
100% I would get it.
We were for 10 seasons.
Yeah, we were for a decade.
For a decade.
I know
and we
were.
got a miracle run. You thought that was going to change anything?
But what I can't understand, and especially if I know I'm not going to make the commitment it takes to secure Tarek Skubal long term, then especially I'm going to go in. And guys, like, look, I told you this before, and it didn't get much traction because, things were good and everything like that. Now I'll flip it. You better not trade Tarek Skubal, even if you're not going to sign him. Step up to the roulette wheel one more time and take your chances one more time. Because the second that guy walks out the door, it's over. If you lose the back-to-back Cy Young winning pitcher, who gets better in that scenario?
Nobody. And listen, I love Jackson Jobe. He's not going to pitch again until 27.
Yeah.
And even saying that you expect Jackson Jobe to be the level of pitcher that Tarek Skubal is a ridiculous statement. You can't expect any prospect to turn into Tarek Skubal. He's arguably the best pitcher in franchise history. And he's a lefty.
Already, right.
I don't want you to blow another gasket
Oh.
with Tarek Skubal. I'd let his ass walk. And
Okay,
I'll tell
Terry,
you why.
then you're done too. Then,
I'll tell you
your
why.
ownership.
When-
your ownership.
If the story is true, if he's saying I can't come out for inning number 7 in a do or die game 5,
This is so cute.
I say let him go.
Okay, Terry.
Because basically what you're
Terry-
telling me, I'll give you 6 once a week and that's it.
These are
fuck outta
rumors
here.
that haven't been confirmed by anybody.
Thank you.
And I will not believe that unless Tarek Skubal tells me to my face that he asked out of the game.
And
but
Terry-
it's never going to happen because AJ's never going to do that.
Yeah.
AJ's always going to take up for the guys.
No, for
always.
real.
But
Always.
then
And
we're
Terry-
calling AJ Hinch a liar.
Terry, respectfully, that's irrelevant at this point. When he goes out there and gives you 13 strikeouts in 6 innings, literally has
That's
to pitch his
a
fucking
record.
heart out, like
Cool,
that's
but
irrelevant.
you have the lead, and you know what? If it was me, I'm like, if you take my ass out, I'm gonna beat your ass in the dugout in front of national TV.
And Terry, I grew up with older school baseball. I respect that take. That's what I want as a fan. But you got to realize how baseball is played today. It's not 90s MLB anymore. They're going to play for the analytics. They're not going to throw their best pitcher's arm out. Because, yeah, let's keep using Skubal. And you get to the ALCS. Then what?
I'm giving Skubal the 7th there no matter what.
No, but and
At
agree.
least
so he pitches
Agreed.
one
But
more
people
inning,
that
he
want him to
blows
pitch
his
all
arm
9.
out. Come on now.
People that want him to pitch all 9, you get to the ALCS.
See, it's like
then what?
everyone's and Terry, this is what you're doing right now. You're making a critical mistake, baby boy.
No,
okay?
I'm not.
You are making a critical mistake.
Sunshine.
No, I'm telling men to be men and not
Okay.
worm boys.
And that's great. That's great.
All right?
I understand that, Terry.
Worm boy.
But here's the other end of that coin. Here's the other end of that spectrum, Terry. When you saw Tarek Skubal, how many pitches did Jalen Naylor foul off in that game 5?
Easily like 13.
8?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
8?
see, like
Yeah,
a lot.
there's a lot.
It was a lot.
It was like double
How many
digit.
pitches did Julio Rodriguez foul off?
A lot. They were making him work.
Like 20% of his pitches were fouled off because guess what? The Mariners have a lineup that can do that. They went and got Jalen Naylor.
right,
We
how many
said, nah,
pitches
bro,
did he
we're
throw?
good.
How many pitches?
What, 99, 100,
It was
whatever?
99.
99, 100, whatever
Terry,
it was.
he can't score runs. Like I say that ad nauseum. You can have all the
But
pitching in the
I
world
agree,
if the offense
but
doesn't
maybe
match
he
it.
doesn't give up that run in this.
That's-
What was it, 7th or 8th
That's what I'm
inning?
saying.
It's
He
irrelevant.
had the lead.
Yeah.
He's at 99 pitches. I'm throwing him in the 7th and then going Finnegan Vest. And that's your best shot to win.
Yes.
Hey, you pulled Tarek Skubal, you put the bullpen in early, they gave up a run, they tied it up.
Now the story goes that AJ Hinch talked to Skubal and they both agreed he had nothing left. He'd given it all after 5 innings. I think
6.
it's 6. I said that's such horseshit.
Yeah, I'm not going to agree with that
I'm
one.
sorry, but and I know I'm going to sound like old man, but fuck it, I don't care.
Well, Terry, that's...
Stop it! No. If you are a competitor, can we use the word competitor?
No,
And you are
because the
a-
owner's not a competitor. So,
And-
no, we
and
can't.
you are a top flight pitcher, and you come into me, I'm going to take my ass out, and I'm up in a game deciding game. I will punch you in the face. I ain't going any damn way.
That's
And we don't know that to be true, man.
Well,
yeah.
then
AJ
Hinch lied
makes the
to us.
final call.
He lied to us.
No, ownership lied. I will spend when the time is right.
all of that is
but
irrelevant.
9
Two
innings in the
lies.
ALCS is not the
We
right
can
time.
sit up
Then
here
what
and
is?
debate Game 5 all you want to. It's irrelevant.
It's
at
the
this point.
philosophy,
This
and
team,
this is what I'm talking about, KG.
Thank you.
Exactly what you're saying. It's the philosophy
this team has a
behind
cap.
it all.
They have a ceiling. They've hit the ceiling 2 years in a row. Like,
Then why bother, dude? Chief IT Hips, we haven't seen a World Series title in 41 years, and they easily could have won an Open AL if they just added a bat in the middle of the lineup. And, Chief, that's what I'm saying. Compete.
And I have one thing to say to you. Okay, they're not going to do that. I've been telling you dudes for weeks. This is not a team or a management that wants to compete. It's business first and then trying to compete second.
Woodward
That's a fact.
Woodward Sports chat thread. A couple of the super chats we need to clean up there. That guy, Matt, Juju, F-A-N-F-O, simple as that. Michael Weary, my bad. Yes, Zadarius Smith has retired from the NFL, announcing his decision on social media. Yes, Zadarius, for those of you just joining us, Zadarius Smith has retired. Shad216, so you're telling me Holmes knew something we didn't know about Zadarius? What a twist. Who would have thought? That's odd. I added the that's odd on there. But that's my problem with it. Didn't want to compete, man. And look, you guys want to get caught up in the wash about 8 more pitches from Skubal.
Stupid.
Thomas, he had 120 pitches left in him, but AJ is a puss. Thomas, based on what? Because you know Thomas Watindi knows where Tarek Skubal's at with it, right?
This shit wasn't sustainable, bro. If you use up Skubal and you get to the next series, you are going to get bashed regardless, man. The man can't score runs. That's been the problem the whole time. The whole time. And you didn't get a bat at the deadline. Not one. You brought in 8 scrubs and couldn't get a bat.
So, yes, there it is.
True that. But
Simo 313. He's got
compete.
400. He's got $400 million on the line. He's 28, not 23. And that's look, man. All right.
Yes.
I love what we can't do 8 reads in a row.
Spenny's either landing a plane or he needs me to go take
I
a
thought Spenny was on Soul Train.
Right, for real.
No, it's the new dance show because it's local.
Oh, my
The
God.
hard arms. Come on.
Where are we going, Sharon's?
Sharon's.
All right, everybody. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning. Hey, when you got a furnace problem, because if you haven't found out already, you're going to find out that you probably do, because we're getting ready for the cold air to blow in. Those mornings are chilly, aren't they? If you're a DTE gas customer, scan the QR code on the screen above my head right now. Get Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning out there. If you're a DTE gas customer, they can get you set up with a free furnace inspection. So scan the QR code, get all the details on that. But Sharon's isn't just your furnace and your air conditioners. They do the whole home generators, the water heaters. All of it is there. They're family owned and operated since 1981. They're not your cousin's friend, all right? Like, they know what they're doing out there. Your comfort is our business. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning.
And what about Gold Crown, KG?
Hey, shout out to the good people at Gold Crown. All right, guys, let's talk about something that takes your chill game to a championship level. Something we may not see with the Tigers for a long time. But you know the slogan, smoke like royalty. Gold Crown is a Michigan brand through and through with some of the finest cannabis products in the state. Whether it's Crown Jewels gummies packed with flavor and effects that'll keep you vibing, or their infused Jesters pre-rolls that hit harder than a Lions linebacker, i.e. Jack Campbell, Gold Crown is all about giving you top shelf quality without the royal price tag. All rise for the reign of royal highs with Gold Crown.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Looking for your daily sports fix? Look no further. Join Braylon Edwards, the University of Michigan legend.
Lofting it right corner of the end zone for Braylon, up in the air. Touchdown, Michigan!
And Shep,
Do you believe this comeback?
your favorite sports commentator, as they tackle the hottest topics in the world of sports. Catch the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, Monday through Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network. Get ready to laugh, learn, and love sports like never before.
Go to getmadpacks.com. That's right, getmadpacks.com to find a store near you carrying the best flavors in the game, whether it's the high-low pre-rolls, the Boom Shot Glock Tarantula, the THCA Blizzard Pack Infused Moon Rocks, or any of their top-shelf strains. Go to getmadpacks.com to find a store near you. Mad flavor, mad high, mad packs.
Buddy's Pizza, everyone. The original Detroit-style pizza since 1946. My favorite is driving around, listening to the radio or watching at home on TV, and some chain place pops up and they're like, we have authentic Detroit-style pizza. That's odd, because Buddy's Pizza started doing it in 1946. You weren't even around then. That's right. They are the original Detroit tradition. Since 1946, the original Detroit-style pizza. Check out their whole menu. Go to buddyspizza.com and save 10% for your troubles. Just use the promo code 10meal. There's over 20 Buddy's locations. Guys, it is a Detroit staple. Buddy's, the original Detroit-style pizza. All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Terry Foster, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. All right, some of your reactions to our discussions. I just want them to compete. They didn't compete. And we played the clip of Scott Harris saying, well, you know, the deals that were available to us, all that kind of stuff. I don't care. Tarek Skubal has won back-to-back Cy Youngs for this team. You didn't help the man. You were literally a bat away. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
You were literally a bat. You were in the 15th inning of a winner-take-all to go to the ALCS in a flawed American League.
I'm not trying to absolve Sky Harris, but I'm starting to think he got a cap too. Because why? If you had those deals available to you, like, come on, man. Like, rubber got to meet the road at some point. You told us you were going to spend, you didn't spend. Then you get into the season, you didn't do anything at the deadline. You made the team worse. Like, that tells me there's a cap to what he can do. Not trying to absolve him.
Honey bun, let me give you something. They're going to say that next year, too, when they get eliminated from the playoffs or the regular season.
If
when
they
it's
make
time
the
to
playoffs.
spend, we're going to spend, damn it. They're going to say that shit next year. Then what you going to do?
Spenny, I just slacked you something, and I probably should have did it before. That's bad planning on me. But I want to make it crystal clear. Woodward Sports chat thread, Dozer says the Red Wings are run by the same owner and the same time with the Tigers. And Dozer, like, those are different animals. You have a salary cap in hockey, a hard salary cap. You can only spend what you can spend. I'm not going to be critical of Chris Ilitch, the owner of the Red Wings. He spends all the money, and it's up to Yzerman, and he's running the team. Baseball, however, is up to you. The Texas Rangers, always a middle-of-the-road team, woke up a couple years ago one day and said, you know what, we're going to be good. And they went out and they signed the free agents necessary, and they went and they won a World Series. The Mets transferred ownership, and the Mets ownership now will win a World Series or die trying.
Yeah.
Financially. They gave a guy a $750 million contract. They will die trying.
Y'all can criticize him spending the money. I would much rather fail that way.
100%.
I would much rather fail that way.
It's personal for him. He competes. He
cares.
That's all I'm asking for. I was told by Chris Ilitch that he will spend when, quote, the time is right. That was in the newspaper. He said it to the media. And if the time is not right when you're in the 15th inning of an ALDS or an ALDS to go to the ALCS, then when is the time right?
I tell you when the time is going to be right. Chris Ilitch is no longer the owner of the Tigers. That's when it'll be right.
Good luck with that one. He going to the grave with that.
Then Terry,
he's $10.
Okay, you know what? Fletch lives daily. Scoobles was all smiles in the dugout. I am not.
What else is he
I'm not
supposed
putting
to
up
do?
with any Scooble slander whatsoever, dude. I'm not, man.
He's one fucking man.
That man has pitched his dick off for this franchise. You can miss me with that. There will be none. There will be none. What more do you want than back-to-back Cy Youngs? Your hero Justin Verlander never did that.
Once again, pitchers can't score.
Oh, he threw a complete game. Yeah, he throws a complete game when it's 6-0 in the game 5. 6-0. And, it's funny about that, too, because everyone runs to defend the worst, World Series pitcher in the history of the World Series. It's a little bit different when Seth Smith is the cleanup hitter of the lineup you're facing. You got Jalen Naylor out there fouling off 11 pitches, getting a check swing double, then stealing third.
At least that roster at the time was feasible. I could live and die with the results.
We were the Oakland A's. We're the Oakland A's now. That Oakland A's from back then.
For sure.
Shout out Coco Crisp.
Leadoff hitter right there. Yeah, no doubt. Thomas, Scott Harris telling a fan base who has not won a World Series in over 41 years to be patient is laughable.
But that's how we hear that word patient. Tigers, patient. Wings, be patient. Steve Yzerman, be patient.
You don't have to be patient in baseball.
You don't.
I guess not, but I guess you do, because that's what they keep telling us.
Cody Ingle, it didn't come down to one run. The issue was the issue all year with the bats. Right, Cody, and it would have been nice to have that one run in the 15 times you got to go up to bat.
With that extra bat. Instead of going from 2 to 5, instead of going 0 for 23, maybe if you bring in a
Jalen Naylor, I'm sorry. I get him.
But maybe if you bring in a bat, maybe you go 2 for 25 and you bring in one more run and win a game. Maybe. I'm just saying.
Michigan State ranked 22 in the preseason poll. Michigan ranked 7.
Right for basketball?
Yeah, right behind Duke, right ahead of BYU.
Shout out.
Michigan State is behind Gonzaga and one ahead of Creighton.
What is it? Purdue.
Purdue's
Preseason number 1.
Purdue's number 1.
Houston's number 2. We start the season at Michigan, at Purdue, at Houston.
Woof.
Yeah.
Hey,
Get that bag,
hey, we're
brother.
getting that bag, though, man. We're getting that bag.
That's all Neal care about.
Yeah. 100%, man.
Where the Golden Grizzlies ranked?
Just slightly outside the top 25.
Okay.
Just slightly.
27.
Maybe they'll
No.
make it next year, too.
No, actually, preseason voting, we were picked second in the Horizon. We got a good shot to win the Horizon.
All right.
We do. We got a good shot, but it
Every
doesn't
year.
matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's those 3 games in March. Like that's where we're at. So, Woodward Sports Chat thread, Dante151 in the Super Chat via Adam Schefter. Bucks head coach Todd Bowles told reporters that Bucky Irving and Chris Godwin are not in play for next Monday night's game against the Detroit Lions. They're taking on water too.
They remind me of us last year, like with the injuries, the way they piled up, but they still winning games.
They're still winning, no doubt. Yeah, wingdings. I effing hate Naylor. Him and his stupid shoes. A check swing double, steal start.
That was the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life, bro. That shit pissed me off so much.
And y'all
Fucking
wonder
that big stupid bitch, dude. Fucking Kung Fu Panda ass looking motherfucker, bro. I hate.
Right.
I hate.
Make fun of him,
you.
but your Tigers couldn't even do a check swing hit.
Yeah.
They couldn't even do that.
they can't even make contact.
We left Blimpie. We left 22 men on base.
And y'all wonder why I didn't enjoy this playoffs. You wonder why we kept saying we were tired. Like I was tired.
I was tired. I said
Even
I was
with
tired.
the wins, I was
Yeah.
tired.
I was
I said I
locked
was
in.
tired.
I was locked into every second of that game. I was
Yeah.
at Coonan, and that whatever they put up on the jumbotron in Seattle, that fan scared the shit out of me, dude. That was a scary sight.
Oh,
I was locked.
that eunuch that they
Yeah, the fucking ogre they put on the screen. That scared the shit out of me, dude. I didn't know what the fuck
You're like,
that was.
how many beers have I had?
I was locked in. I swear to God, I was locked in at Coonan. They got new TVs at Coonan. Shout out. So I was sitting right there watching every second, every pitch. It popped up. I was like, whoa! Like,
What was that?
You know what I was scared of? Aren't the Seattle fans the weirdest looking people in the world?
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Seattle's
I
the
was scared looking at them.
Yeah.
That some lady looked crazed and all bent out of shape.
Flow Guy 25. Excited to see what Troy Melton can do next year. My biggest takeaway besides the Scoob thing.
Look what we looking forward to.
I fucking hate
Troy Melton. And no offense to Troy Melton.
Troy Melton. Look good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Troy Melton next year, but
That's what we have to look forward to, though.
So, again, compete. Compete. We didn't compete. I was told we would spend when the time is right. The time was right. We didn't spend. Was I lied to?
Yes, and you're going to get lied to next year, too. They're going to say the same thing. When the time is right, we're going to spend.
Naylor
This is
built his
not
Wario
a compete
for
at all costs organization. This is a let's get our money together, and we'll try to compete after that.
By taking a 30,000-foot view, you cannot look at this season other than a massive step forward. That's odd. It doesn't feel like a massive step forward.
I think it's worse.
It feels like a totally bungled opportunity.
It was.
That's what
yeah.
it feels like.
It's worse because you had expectations this year, and you technically crapped the bed.
No, it's worse because you didn't do anything about it. Mm-hmm. You didn't do anything about it. You didn't. You had the best record in baseball. Everybody was adding. The Seattle Mariners were one of the kings of it. Where are they now? And where are you? Look at
playing
you.
golf.
Now look at us.
Seattle Mariners riches.
We ain't.
Dun-dun.
The Tigers still got the kids, though.
Hey, they better hit.
Way to kids.
Hey, they better be fucking lights out when they come up. Boy, I tell you.
McGonagall's got to be your starting shortstop or second base next year.
Yeah, you can't wait till September you got to get him in here.
He's got to start on this team next year.
Get him in here.
From week day one.
What do you guys think they do with Scooble?
They'll probably keep him.
I think they're going to trade
But
him.
I think it's stupid. If you're going to keep Schoolboy, I feel like there should be a shakeup of the roster in some form. I'm not saying blow up the whole core, but some of the younger guys and some of these prospects.
You're saying go get him some help?
Yeah, let's mix it up.
Odd.
Let's not look at the same team for 2 years.
I think they're going to trade him.
I
Be
thought
smart.
Or they go
I
outside
think
like the
and
Orioles.
what I
and
would
Corbin
do are
Burns.
two different things. I think they're going to trade him. They're going to bring in some more kids, and maybe a up and coming bat here and there. But it's not going to be what you want.
Spenny, look, man, like
They not finna pay him.
Look, I tell you guys all the time how much I put into the Tigers. Like the Tigers, that's my thing all summer long. I'm getting in the car, turn on the radio, get home, turn on TV. Even if I'm doing stuff around the house, it's always on in the background. I'm always locked in all the time. I'm not special for that. A lot of you people that are watching the network right now, you guys do too. Everybody does, man. You always tap in. If you trade the back-to-back Cy Young winner because of money, then I have to ask the question, why? Why do I put in that time? Why will you not compete? What, trade him for what? Somebody you hope is a back-to-back Cy Young winner? Oh, but in the box could be anything.
You worked yourself into a corner at this point.
I got something for you, bro. Shame on you.
I know, Terry. No,
Shame
I know.
on you.
I'm not. Look, that's a me problem.
But Neal,
It is.
even with Scooble on the roster, if you're not going to make any adjacent moves, then what's the point? You're never going to get any better. They're not close to a World Series like we all think they are with Scooble. They're really not. The last 2 years
but they
have
are
shown
though.
you that.
But they are though.
They are, but they're not. It's
But they are.
crazy.
That's
They
why-
are, but they're not.
That's why viewership went up when we started talking about the Tigers.
But they have a ceiling. Clearly, they have a ceiling.
I can't. Spenny, where are you going to be at if they trade him?
I mean, I'll have serious thoughts about my fandom for the Detroit
and
Tigers if they allow Tarek Skubal to leave.
And Spenny, I know, we've known each other a long time now, man. We work every day together.
Mm-hmm.
When you get that look in your eye, dude, like you're not playing.
I mean, I just can't. You can't let a guy like that walk. You can't.
To do what?
To do what? If you allow a guy like Tarek Skubal to walk out the door, you are an unserious franchise, and you're not going to win a World Series.
You're the Rays. You're the Marlins.
Yeah, you're the Guardians.
Malfeasance.
You're the Pirates.
Yeah.
You're the Guardians.
It should be up for Sky Harris if that happens.
You're the Reds.
But they are. I mean,
Chris
if they
Ilitch
were
ain't going
serious,
nowhere.
look, guys, if they were serious about baseball, they would dominate this bullshit division. They would. They would be the premier team. Yeah, they won the last two, but I'm talking about like a division dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cleveland, Minnesota, Kansas City, they're no good. Year after year after year. Cleveland is the best team in this division year in and year out. But do you fear the Guardians? Sorry, it's the Guardians. No, you don't.
No, they trade everybody every year.
Right. So you should come in, be serious, and you could fill the ballpark. You can still do that. Win the stupid division.
Grim in the chat. The Detroit Orioles. That's what we'll be.
If you let Skubal walk, it'll be like the same thing as Burns. Like,
Yeah.
let's go to break. Let me tell you about Lady Jane's. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Stop in, sit down, relax, get an award-winning haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists. You can get a hot leather neck shave, a scalp massage, a hot towel treatment, all that wrapped into one in the King's treatment. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. It's wicked awesome.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
The weather is getting cold, like for real. But at Loom, the good vibes are heating up. Buzzing sparkling THC beverages are here to take you into the fall with bold and crisp flavors. For a limited time, try their brand new seasonal drop, apple cider, because we all love apple cider. Each can 7.5 milligrams of real THC wrapped in complete bubbles, no artificial sweeteners, and no hangover. You can find Buzzin' at all 39 Loom locations across Michigan. You can get online or in store 30% off of your order by using code word WSN30. So you want to take advantage of that right now. Get a Buzzin', get some flower. It's Loom Cannabis.
Ooh, back at it here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal, Ruhl, Terry Foster, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Getting ready to crack 100,000. We appreciate every single one of you for doing that. It's funny, Stick in our work text thread, when Woodward started, Stick sent a screenshot of a social media post he put up, and he said, hey, guys, I need some help here. Can you guys subscribe to Woodward Sports? We have to get to 100 subscribers in order to keep the domain on YouTube or whatever it was.
Yeah.
100 subscribers.
Wow.
Fast forward, dude. We're
I
getting
remember
ready to crack
that was a
100,000.
big day, too, when they hit 100.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
wee-yo.
Shout out, man.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Brandon Katz. Is this the authentic?
I think it is.
Is it?
I
He's
mean,
back?
That's a dumb take.
I don't know.
If Detroit was going to trade Scuba, they wouldn't have waited till he had only 1 year left on his deal. Really, Brandon? A logical franchise, yeah. That's how I would have been. Like, it's very hard line. If this guy's in my future plans, I'm going to trade him when he has, and we've seen how valuable years of control are.
Yeah.
So you would think,
but you know what they tried? They tried the hope and pray approach. They hope and pray that these guys who can't hit would just hit through the whole season, get in the playoffs, make a playoff run. They hoped and prayed that the hitting would come together and Scuba would do his part. So they hoped and prayed. Instead of saying, okay, we can hope and pray, but let's
do something.
Enhance our chances.
Right.
By bringing
Protect
in
your
more
young
people.
talent.
Let's be aggressive. But there is I don't know what's going on in this whole town. This whole town is like, hang on. We got a few horses, but we don't want to get too good right now. We don't want to, upset the apple cart. Let's just chill out. And we allow it.
You wasted a prime year of the best pitcher in baseball. You wasted it. You did nothing to help him. And you can get caught up in the semantics of pitch count and all that kind of stuff. What you cannot deny is he's not the best pitcher in baseball. And I don't know how much longer you have him for. Spenny, can we do a chat poll? Does Scooble start opening day next year for the Tigers? Yes or no? What do you think, Spenny?
Yes.
What do you think, KG?
I want Scooble, but yeah, he'll probably be here because I just don't see him doing anything.
No.
Wow.
It'd be somebody else.
Not to say I want him gone, but that it would be for the best at this point. You ain't finna do shit here?
I'm fascinated to see what the people say. I'm fascinated to see.
Who was it this year? Kento Maeda?
If you're Scooble, do you want to pitch for this
I wouldn't.
franchise?
If I'm him, I wouldn't.
Woodward Sports Super Chat, $20 in the chat. Sorry I'm late. It's kind of my thing. Deion Branch is my boy. F Juju, whatever his name is.
Doo-doo shit poopster.
Yeah, that was some ho stuff. F the Chiefs. F the refs. Stoked, not scared. We
stand on business.
Yeah. No doubt.
I'm not mad at it.
No doubt. Appreciate you tapping into that $20 for sure. It is. It's just it's very depressing. Initial reaction.
Fuck this season recap.
Does Tarek Scooble start opening day next year? 59% of you say yes. The fact that 42% of people say no.
They even got to Dan Dickerson. I'm sorry.
He was tired, boss.
I'm sorry, man.
I saw there were fans. You heard that, right, Terry? The Dan Dickerson. They kept the mic live. And,
yeah, man.
It's funny because when you broadcast for a team and it comes to an end, especially like that, you just want to get on the plane and go home.
Of course.
You just want to get, especially when you're in Seattle, you're thinking, man, 5 hours. And it sucks, right? Because when you lose like that, there is no worse flight in your life to be on. None whatsoever. Nobody says a word. No conversations, nothing. It's very awkward.
Yeah.
Damn, Dan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that
They
happened
got
to you,
to him,
bro.
man.
Some people were being critical of him. I was like, man.
Man,
And most were not. Most were
Kiss my
supportive
yeah.
of him.
Some
They
were, though.
understood.
I wouldn't have apologized. The organization probably put pressure on him to apologize. I wouldn't have did it.
Well, that's a gut reaction.
Yeah.
You say something you shouldn't. You apologize. That's just a gut reaction. So
That's on the audio.
he may not have been sorry.
Yeah. He was more remorseful about what the Tigers did with the trade deadline. Dante 151. Neal, I want to thank you for telling me about Sun Cruisers. I had knocked out 2 of those, and then they hit like a MFer. Yeah, dude, like, they're fun.
Them 4% add up after a while. You start having a lot of them.
Multiples of 4%. But yeah. Spen, you want to take the last break? I got a question. Oh, real quick, too. Michigander 12-12. How about them Missouri Tigers? Am I right?
Shout out.
Classic.
Shout out.
They almost got it.
Hey,
But they almost did.
They competed.
Something about the Tigers.
They
you know?
competed more than the Tigers.
They competed more than the Detroit Tigers. That's right. You want to take the final break, Spenny?
Yeah,
Come
let's
back.
do
I
that.
got a Michigan State question.
Let me tell. Oh God.
You're right. You just
Let me die in peace. Let me tell you.
No, tomorrow gonna
about
be off for me.
Jars
You getting off
cannabis.
easy.
Listen, go to shopjars.com to find a store near you. There's a ton of them. They've got 31 stores in Michigan. Largest selection, best prices. Shout out to Jars, man. They hook us up. They do all the cool events. The skate jam this year was awesome. I can't wait to do the next event for Jars. Love partnering with them. Shout out to our guy Raymond, the COO
Shout
over there.
out.
Make sure you check them out. Go to shopjars.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo.
Ah.
You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Neal Ruhl here for Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Now, if you listened when we did it, and you guys will remember this, when Cleveland was beginning to make their move, and I think they were, about 25 or 30 to 1, and I said, what you should do is scan the QR code on the screen above my head, make your first deposit with the promo code Woodward1000 all the way up to $1,000, and then make your first bet and put that $1,000 on Cleveland to win the division. You remember this one, Spenny? Mm-hmm. You'd have 30 grand. Well, you would have had that 30 grand, and even if we would have lost, you'd have got it back as a free bonus bet for $1,000. So it's all right there for you. You guys can jump in there. Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, final segment of the show. Clean up some super chats. Michigander. Oh, he sent it twice. How about them Missouri Tigers? Am I right? Michelle in the super chat. Not giving Scooble support is like when the Lions expected Barry to carry all the weight. Give the man some support on offense. No, Michelle, that's my problem. And I'll never get over this because we'll never know. We'll never know. And
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we won't. Spenny, Michigan State.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I don't have a question for you. I think it all speaks for itself.
How long you stay up right there? Jesus Christ.
Sarah, I can't do that to the man. They got to fire him, right?
I agree. I fought you on it last week, but then I saw this awful product at home against UCLA. Yes, they beat Penn State, but Penn State fired their coach.
I just want to go back to Mark D'Antonio and when we were fun. Defense.
You know what? I got a better
defense
question.
was
Who's the
good.
next Michigan State coach?
Don't care.
Think it starts with a James, ends with Lynn.
They're not gonna bring in James Franklin. Urban Meyer.
Hell no, he not coming in. He love his little.
Now I know he's not coming in, but it's floated out there.
Urban Meyer's going anywhere. He's going to Michigan.
What a twist that would be.
That would be so elite.
No, it would. I can't even lie.
He said that if he comes back to coach again, it would be like he said Michigan, Ohio State, Texas, and
he must
USC.
really feel a way about Ohio State.
If he comes back
those
to
are
coach
just the teams that
Michigan,
can pay him the most and have the most resources. He would win multiple championships.
If Urban Meyer's our coach, you know what time it is.
I'm going. I'm going to the first game.
Yeah,
I'm going to the first game. I'm in.
Ain't no more leaders in best to break him in.
If I was Michigan, I would give Urban Meyer as much money as he wants because he would win you multiple championships.
Absolutely.
Be better in Chapel Hill, I'll tell you that.
Jonathan Smith's buyout though is just north of $30 million.
Yeah.
They not doing it during the season.
Do they have that money?
Yeah.
Because they got to pay off the gymnasts and all that stuff too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So they may not have the money to do that.
I don't know. New AD is a money guy, so.
Well, that's what I keep hearing.
Yeah.
They brought him in here to make money, not pay it out.
No, I feel it. But this wasn't a guy to begin with, so it's just one of them things. But they'll probably let him rock out to the end of the year.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Girk. If Urban becomes coach at Michigan, that would be something. Holy cow!
No, it would. I'm all in for that too. That would be nuts, bro. That'd be nuts.
I'd
Full
be
circle
in for that. I
Ohio State must have did something.
Smug Wolverines who said we don't want Urban Meyer.
No, bullshit,
what would you say?
Bullshit.
What would you say if he was actually your coach?
See, he's a better college than pro coach for sure. So I'm not worried about him in that aspect. You can kick as many kids as you want.
Would you fire Sharon Moore right now for Urban Meyer?
Nah, not at this point because Urban's been removed from the game.
Hey, would you fire Jonathan Smith for Urban Meyer?
Absolutely.
I'm just kidding.
But I'll wait till the end of the year.
On my part.
Yeah, come on now. We're not doing that right now.
No, that's a legit question. Would you?
Not at this point, but in the offseason, sure.
Are you stunned by that, Spenny?
Kind of.
He's been removed from the game for a while now. Come on now. Ain't like he just ripe and ready to go.
Well, looks like Sharon Moore has been removed from the game too.
Yeah, I'd consider it though. In the offseason, definitely. I would weigh that option.
Michigander, I'm out in the super chat. I'm out on Sharon. Bring on Signetti. There's going to be a lot of people knocking on Signetti.
No, for sure. A
lot of
credit
people.
to him, man. Credit to him.
Charles in the super chat. Michigan State, still no chance for a bowl or top 25. Correct. What?
Well, he said not till no chance for bowl. So I think he's saying don't fire him until you have no chance. They're not making a bowl.
Yeah, at this point.
They have no chance.
They don't have a
UCLA was a must win.
They've never had a chance. Never.
It was always going to be a wash, man?
I guess. That's what Neal's saying, I guess.
You're down bad, aren't you?
Look at y'all. Y'all need the catchphrase now. It was all ha when I did it, but y'all need it now, huh?
No, I'm not saying that. It was not always a wash. They completely failed, and it was a shit season. They had a chance to make a bowl game just like every other fucking team in college football does, but they shit the bed.
Yes, they did.
Well, KG, we you because you're still in a good mood. Spinny looks
no,
like
I'm not.
Huh?
You talking about Michigan? No, I'm not.
You still like, hey, ha.
Well, they're winning games,
Spinny
but
looks like he just ate some bad cheese.
Well, yeah, I mean, they had a rough go of it from the jump, so ours is one tier above where they're at, so it's good.
Sharon's 10-7.
Mm-hmm.
Is that acceptable?
You got it.
You know what you need to do?
You got all tomorrow to get your shit off. Because I see what you did. You got Spitty out the way so you can spend a good 2 hours on me. And I'm just, hey, you got it. Okay. That's all you get from me tomorrow.
Michigan State. Loser fires their coach. Bam.
I'd want to lose.
Yeah.
Huh?
Could we just lose then?
You'd rather just lose that game.
I'd rather just lose so we can fire the coach.
All right, no, legit question for you. And it's Jonathan Smith related, obviously.
Okay.
I know from a revenue perspective they do because they are one of the upper tier revenue producers in college sport. They're a top 25 revenue athletic program.
Yes.
They are. That's not debatable. It's public knowledge. You can go look it up. Do they have it like that to go take a coach like Signetti?
They should with the new AD.
Do you think they do?
I think that's what they are poised to do. I think that's the move they made to bring in the AD. I can't say yes or no right now because this is the first year of him being the AD. So I'll have to see it happen before I say it can happen. But that's what he's brought in here to do. That's what they said to do. You have enough money you could pull from in the donor bases, and with your multiple billionaire alumni, he should be able to do it. That's what they brought him in for. I'm not going to say he could do it until I see him do it.
Now, here's where I will come to your defense a little bit, I guess. The problem to me before was they didn't have the personnel in charge to pull something like that off.
Yeah.
You're supposed to now.
You're supposed to now. So it better fucking happen.
To quote Rick Ross, show us.
It better happen.
All right. Tomorrow. Rest in peace Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
It was always going to be a wash Tuesday. We'll have movement in the it's always going to be a wash, I would think.
Red Wings game starts in an hour.
Spenny's all in. He's got nothing left.
Right.
Spenny, are you broken? That's all you have left?
I mean, I got the Lions still. Lions season isn't over.
Yeah.
I don't know why that. I still have the Lions left, and the Red Wings, and the Pistons. So, no.
Spoiler, I'm not going to change the number just so I can piss you off.
Well, then you remind me of a certain ownership group in this town if you're going to do that.
Yeah. No, I'm talking shit. I'll play along.
T-Foss, thank you, my friend.
Thank you. I'm so sorry this Spinny is beaten down. Looks like, man, he just got a butt whooping from the streets, man.
He does.
It was a tough
Poor
weekend.
thing.
It was a tough weekend.
He didn't even watch it. He's still upset.
This is the first time I've talked about it. So, yeah, it actually hurts a little bit.
It'd be like that.
Tune in to Spencer Raxter's not watch party for Michigan State football next week.
He'll be raking leaves.
He'll be at the laundromat.
Yeah, doing laundry.
Be at the laundromat. Just have the wheel spinning around.
Right.
Washing his green socks. He's going to look cute.
Folded and shit.
All right, for KG, for Spencer Raxter, for Terry Foster, I'm Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy. Well, see you later.
Absolutely.